Okay, this is going to be a longer video. We're going to do three things. Look at Twitter and how to follow people, how to create a hashtag, what it's used for, what it is, and how to create something called Fake Tweet Builder. First of all, if you don't have a Twitter account, you go to twitter.com, you put your name, an email, and a password. I tend to use my trash email. If you have one, use that in case you never want to use this after this class. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter that much if you use your regular one. You may forget your password eventually if you don't put it down somewhere. Even if you're using a trash one, you still know the trash email, so you just click forgot password. It sends it to your fake one, your trash one, and you can get started or restarted on your password. So sign up, stop this video, and then when you're ready, start it up again. Okay, so you're back. First thing when you're in your Twitter account is you're going to see a discover, and discover is things that they think they want you to, that you might want to follow, and I'll get to that, how to follow in a second. Connect is going to say who's following you, personal messages you're getting, etc. You're not going to get a whole lot on this initially. And then home is what you're going to build. It's going to be your news feed. And there are three parts. Followers, you can see that's here. I can click on that and see who's following me. Following, I can click on that and see who I'm following, and then you can see I've done a few tweets. So I want you to click on, first of all, I want you to go to @Ken Holla. You can see me there. And I want you to click on it, and you're going to be back to the same page. And I want you to click on following, and I want you to go to the very bottom simply by scrolling. Now it's going to take you a couple, maybe a minute to get to the bottom, but these are the people that are the ones who get 40, 50,000 people following. So I want you to follow @Shell, two L's, Terrell, Terrell, and you literally go up here, write the @ and put in her name. And when you get there, it actually is going to say, it'll say follow, and you click on it, and then it will say following. So now I'm following. She is a teacher, I believe a special ed teacher in Germany. @RM Byrne, B-Y-R-N-E, used to be a teacher for about 5 years in Maine. He started a blog. He's become wildly successful, so he does this full time. So @RM BYRNE. Eric Shinigan has a book out now @NMHS_principal. He loves Twitter and uses it in his school, has his students and teachers using it. Steven Anderson is a SBIT essentially, and he has Web 2.0 Classroom. He kind of needs a period, but he didn't put it in there, so don't do it yourself. Just @Web Classroom 2.0 Classroom. He also started a hashtag I'm going to get back to called EdChat. It's the most popular one in the country. The next person is Russell Tarr, excuse me. He's a British teacher @Russell, RUSSEL Again, you're just going up here, you're putting @Russell Tarr, and then you're clicking on the follow button. And one last one, Larry Ferlazzo is a teacher in Burbank, ESOL teacher, U.S. history. But he does, all these people do tons of things that will be helpful. So he's @Larry, and you don't have to worry about capitalizing it. FERLAZZO. Again, stop this, look at it, split your screen is what I would suggest you do. Actually have the video, remember how to do it, on your left, and have Twitter on your right. And then what you're going to do is I want you then to find 4 other ones to get a total of 10. So for example, you can put in, history teacher. And you're going to see I get a whole bunch of things that come up with history teacher, and a lot of them won't matter. You just quickly go through them. Let's say I want to follow BBC History Magazine. I click on it, I say follow. Now I'm following. If I later find I don't like it, I unfollow. But I want you to find 4. You can put in librarian for Heather. You can put in whatever you want. Elementary teacher, elementary history teacher, elementary U.S. history teacher. Lots of different things, combination. It's kind of like a search engine. And find 10. Second thing you can do is go to the outline, and if you go up to Twitter, which is I think number 2, you see I have here a number of educators. So stop it, play with it, and when you're ready, come back to the second third, sorry. Welcome back. We're now doing hashtags. Hashtags are what you, where did mine go? Well, let's create it. Hashtags are um, what you do to discuss things with people in a live setting. Elementary teachers, you probably won't want to do this with your students, but you could do it with colleagues. Ed Chat is the most popular one. I'll get back to that in a second. I use it in middle school. You might want to do it with your students. And in high school, we definitely do it with our students. We don't have all our kids on Twitter and we can't make them do it, so we do an alternative. We literally go to a Word document you create on Google Drive, you go to the share, and you make it, you click this public and you make it anyone can edit. And then I just give them the URL, and the kids who don't have Twitter can then write the comments. So we use this on the State of the Union. 3 teachers at Hayfield, 1 at TJ, and 1 at Madison, and we did about 1,500 comments between the 5 of us, 4 of us, 1, 2, 3, 5 of us. We were trending, which means we were in the top 5 discussions in the United States. We even got one of our school board members to join us, as you can see. And so that's Ryan McElvin did his comments. TJ is a teacher. TJ. Doug is another teacher of mine. If you can see, even one of my kids put some cool stuff in. If you go down here, you can see some comments that I made. There's Ken Holla. And we had an amazing discussion. I split my screen, State of the Union on the right, discussion with the kids on the left. Ed Chat is the most popular one. I believe it's Mondays at 7 p.m. So literally you get a stream of comments going on. And so again, here's another way to find people, because you want to build up your personal learning network or your PLC. And so George Koros, I think I actually follow him. Yeah, I'm already following him. But if I wasn't, I would just then click follow. And the way to know if you like it is you go to full profile and look at 8 or 10 comments. And if you like them, then you say follow. If you don't have to follow. You just go back to where you were. In this case, Ed Chat, and you keep going down. So again, that's for live discussions. I believe I can't get to what I want to get to. There we are. I believe I have some hashtags here, or a couple, 3 you might want to look at. And if another thing to use is this thing called Tweet Chat, which is also on our thing. I put in Ed Chat, I just did it. And so if this were live, you would be putting your comments up here where my circle is, and the live comments, you can see since I've been here a few minutes ago, have all come. People are there live talking, and so you can have discussions with an unbelievable number of people around the world. And how great is that? You kind of have a static CLT in your school, and this expands it to people who are going to really change your world. If you go back to the outline, something I'm going to talk about in class, but I don't want to overwhelm you, is today's meet, so ignore that, and these things ignore. But the last thing I want to do is something under number 5 called Faking It, made by Russell Tarr, one of the people I want you to follow. And so you're going to go to Fake Tweet Builder, click here and go there, and the site is here. And what you can do is you literally, and this would be great for elementary school kids, you can have them do this because there's no login and password. So Ken, I hope you are enjoying your flipped class, or Deb, I am not in your class, that's my wife. Ken, perhaps you might join. Deb, sure. Who is staying home with the kids? Okay, so we just had a discussion. You can have up to 7 ones. And you just click the first three. First, I have Ken. I already saved the picture. How did I do it? I go on the internet. I search Ken Hall. I went to image. I save image as. In that case, I said my wife. That's hers. So literally go back to Fake Tweet Builder. Choose file. Ken is the first one. Open it. Say open. Go to Deb. Pick Deb's that I've saved. And then I go to create Twitter thread. And I have Twitter feed. And notice up here that I have my own URL, which I can then now submit. And it says view it here, and you literally get your own, it's going to pop up in a minute, but your own tweets are going to come up, and or it should come up. Give it a second. I'm not going to even worry about it. You see it's slow on my URL. It's still going around in circles. But that's something that you could then copy and paste onto a Google Drive sheet, which your kids then share with you, and they can have a little fun making a fake tweet. If they're in elementary school or high school, it really doesn't matter. But be for me more in elementary school kind of a thing. So I want you to create a fake tweet. I want you to go to do some ed chat and all that, and I will put the exact requirements on the sheet. Hope this was helpful.